Hello and good day. I'm Prophet Thomas, better known as the Woke Prophet, and today I'm going to be talking about Donald Trump. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of people have been asking me, like, what's the deal with Donald Trump? Will he return? Will he be, is he going to get locked up? Like, people are just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. So, I've been getting dreams, visions, messages from the Most High God, from Yeshua, talking about this. Again, so I've been getting information that I'm going to share with you today about Donald Trump. Now, before I jump into this, I just want to say I'm not into politics at all. That is not my thing. But when I get messages, I bring the information back to you, so you'll know what's going on. So I'm not into it at all, and I know very little about it. All right. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this information. All right. So we know the last election with Trump and Biden, it was a lot that was going on. So we still know to this day that Trump is saying that he was cheated in the election. It was a lot of foul play. So I know people are wondering, is he making this up? Is this true? So I can tell you what he's saying is 100% true. It was foul play all day long with that election. Trump definitely won the election. So the election was stole from him. So this is information that I got. This is true. Now, some people say, okay, well, why would God even allow that to happen? So the information that I'm getting when I'm speaking to God about this is that Trump was just, he needed to be humbled. So he's very arrogant, very cocky. So this was a way to humble him, right? So this was a way to humble him. This was a way to push him towards God. So since all of that has happened, Trump has become a very spiritual man. I've had dreams when I've actually been in the room with him and just watching him. I can see him stressing, him worrying, see him praying. So he's gotten a lot closer with the Most High God since all of this stuff has happened, because now he realizes that it's not him that's making moves. Everything, God has control with everything. So he now understands that he has to have God in his life. So he takes this very seriously now. So God is working with him, and it's changing him. So he's been working with him a lot as all of this stuff has been going on. Now, I've been talking about this for quite some time. I have a couple videos that are up here under my prophecies, under the section that says prophecies. And I have a couple YouTube videos when I'm talking about Donald Trump as well. Now, I've been telling people for a long time that no matter what they try to do to Trump, it's not going to work. So each time something has happened, I tell people it's not going to work, it's not going to go through, and most people look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, they got him this time, and nothing comes out of it. So nothing will come out of it, but you'll understand as I finish giving you the information. Now, one of the first dreams that I had, I was outside, it was nighttime, it was a storm. So it was a lot of wind, it was dark. So I saw something that was blowing in the air. It was kind of balled up. I could tell that it was a shirt. So this shirt was blowing all over the place. So it started blowing up in the air. The shirt started to elevate to the top of this street light. So the street light was shining on the shirt, but I could just see that the shirt was balled up. So the shirt opened up. So it's a white t-shirt, and I saw the word Trump on it. And it had waves going in it because it was blowing. So from this dream, I felt like that he was going to go through a storm, but in the end, he was going to be victorious. That's how I felt, because it was a storm. The shirt was blowing. It was balled up, but the shirt blew up to the top, and it was underneath the light, and it opened up, and it said Trump. So it was one of the dreams. Another dream I had was I saw two huge boulders. So boulders are like rocks, huge rocks. So they were side by side. Now, it was a face on the boulder. So the face that I saw first was Biden. I saw his face. Now the face, like it was carved into the rock. So his face was carved into the rock. So then I saw the second boulder. and it was Donald Trump's face, and it was carved into the rock. So both of the boulders were standing side by side. So next thing I know, I started to see the boulder with Biden shaking back and forth. It was shaking just like this, back and forth. And then it started shaking faster and faster and faster to the point that it fell over and it crumbled. And then something took my vision back to Donald Trump boulder, and his was standing there, right? So Biden, his crumbled, and Donald Trump's still stayed intact. All right, so it was one dream. And that from what I got from that dream was maybe that something would happen, Biden would crumble, and Trump is going to be standing. That's kind of what I got from that. Something else that happened. So I have a prayer room where I go at and I pray. See a lot of unusual things happen in my prayer room. I got a lot of pictures of different things that appear on the wall, different things floating in the air. I happen to be fasting this particular day. So I'm fasting and I'm praying. So something told me to look down on the wall. So I looked down on the wall and I noticed it was a face. I got closer and I said, man, hold on. It looks like, I just kept looking. I was like, I felt like I knew it was, but I wasn't sure. But before I could even get anything out of my mouth, I heard Trump. I heard this name in my head. I heard Trump. And I look, I said, man, yeah, that looks just like Donald Trump. So I see this face on the wall and I'm like, why am I seeing this face? Then I heard a voice say, I'm not finished with him yet. So that's what I heard. So I'm going to have that picture on the screen so that you can see that. So this is a picture of Donald Trump that appeared on my wall in my prayer in my prayer room. So I had another dream. So with this dream, I was in a vehicle and I was in the driver's seat, and I turned around and Biden was in the back seat. And so I was asking him some questions. So I asked him I forgot what I asked him, but I know I asked him the first question, and I turned around, he was just sitting there just looking at me. So I said, okay, let me ask him another question. So I asked him another question, and he was just kind of just sitting there. So I was like, man, well, maybe I'm not talking loud enough. So I asked him a third question, but this time I made sure I was talking very loudly. So I asked him this third question. He still was standing there. He looked so confused. So when I asked him what was wrong, he couldn't remember anything. He couldn't remember any of the questions that I asked him. It just seemed like he just was just out of whack all over the place. Like he couldn't focus. He couldn't concentrate. So he was just sitting there just looking like he was just in the daze. So I'm looking like, what's wrong with him? And he started to look sick to me. So in this dream, I started to feel that it is more that is going on with him than what people know about. Like he's very sick. I started feeling like it's something going on with his mind. Things are deteriorating at a very rapid rate. And again, people are not able to see that. So he has some serious issues that are going on, especially with his memory. It's hard for him to remember things. So I kept asking these questions. He didn't even know what the question was. And I remember the questions were very simple questions. So he didn't know how to answer them, couldn't remember the question. So that's kind of what I got out of that dream. Now that I've given you this information, so what do I think about the information that I've got? So this is what I will tell you. Whether you like him or if you don't like him, I could tell you, prepare yourself because he is coming back. I even believe that it may be a chance that he can return even before the election. I feel like it can be a chance that a lot of the fraud can be exposed beforehand and maybe something can happen. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's just how I feel. But I do know that he is coming back. So I will say to expect his return. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that people don't know about. So of course they're coming at him left and right. They're trying different things, but I can tell you it's not going to work. So regardless what you hear about him being locked up, he's doing this, he's doing that, I can tell you that it's not going to work, and you can expect his return. Everyone have a safe and blessed day.